What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about the American Express Gold Card. Now, the Gold Card has literally been one of the most popular cards this past year. It has really helped my channel out, but they also added a lot of revamps and benefits to the card itself. They went from plastic, looking like a piece of poop, into this nice little metal card. They added all these benefits and just revamped the card. Now, a lot of people have this card now, but the big question is this card worth it moving into year 2, moving into year 3? Because the annual fee on this card is a little heavy. So $250 a year is what you're paying for this card. If you hold this card for just 4 years, you're paying $1,000 just to hold a credit card. In this video, I'm going to be going over why you guys should hold this. Maybe you should downgrade it, maybe you should cancel it. We're going to be going over some business things, but breaking it down really well, and you guys are going to have a great understanding by the end of this video just on whether or not you should hold this card. Now, before I get started with this video, big shout out to everyone in the Credit Churners Facebook group. Because you guys kept asking this question so much, it inspired me to actually make a video on it so I could help out other people as well. But basically, whoever was in this thread right here, thank you guys for actually asking this question and having your response down below. So let's get straight into it. Now, before we actually go into whether or not this card is worth it, let's have a little refresh on some of the benefits very briefly. Now, American Express Gold Card gives you that $100 airline fee credit. If you guys do not know how to use that credit, make sure you check out my past video because you can actually transfer that credit into straight cash. So a $250 annual fee, it already knocks it down to $150 if you use the airline gift card fee credit hack. Ooh, that was a long saying. Alright guys, on top of that, American Express actually gives you a $10 dining credit a month. So that equates to $120 that you can get back. So let's knock that away from the annual fee as well. Now, if you max out those two benefits just right there alone, you guys are actually saving $220 right out of that $250 annual fee. And I don't think it's that hard to be able to use these credits. The airline fee credit hack still works for Delta. You guys can use it right now. Just make sure you use a desktop and you open it in a Chrome browser and you get $50 increments in that gift card. But the airline fee is very easy to use and the food credit is also very easy to use. So that leaves a total to a $30 annual fee just right there. Now, this would actually be a completely different video if the airline fee hack was just not working right now, but because at the time of this posting it still is, I believe this card is still beneficial. Now, we have just those two benefits and it brings us to $30, but I'm actually going to go over something called the break-even point as well. Now, if you guys don't know what the break-even point is, it's basically business literature just for breaking even. So you're not making profit, you're not making a loss, you're not making a gain, you're just breaking even. And if you find out the break-even point for whether you're in business or even in school, like with your grades or even with credit cards, you can determine whether or not this card is still valuable to you. Now, before I talk more about the break-even point, let's actually go over 3 more benefits that I see with the American Express Gold Card, and that really is the referral sign up. It's really easy to sign people up for this card because American Express actually takes in a lot of applicants. You could have a 680 score right now and get accepted, and you know, if you have a lot of buddies that don't have high scores, you could probably get them to get this card, and this is definitely going to add on to the value of this card as well. In addition to that, you have the first year sign up bonus. So originally when you first signed up when this card came out, it was actually at 55,000 points. They reduced it tremendously down to like 35,000, but you could actually find a referral link for maybe 45,000 now. So depending on where you look, you're going to be able to find some referral links. So originally when this card first came out, the minimum spend requirement to get the welcome bonus was 55,000 points. They actually reduced it now to 35,000 points, but if you guys use a referral link down below, then you can actually get 45,000 for this card. Now, the reason why this is so important is because American Express membership reward points are pretty valuable as well, and they continue to have value. In my opinion, I would take Chase UR points over American Express MR points any day, but you know, it's better than nothing, and you could still transfer these points out to a lot of airline partners and get a good redemption. So just your first year of holding this card, you guys, you're actually not only breaking even, but you're coming out way on top. And we haven't even discussed about the flex value that many people who own this card know about, and that value, I would actually put it at a, you know, estimated value of over $9,000 because, you know, it's just, you can't, yeah. Yeah, it's just $9,000. So just from that, I would say you're able to hold this card just for a few years because of all the benefits you're getting. But you know, say you're going into year 2 and maybe finances are tight, or maybe you're not really sure if you want to keep this card. Let's go over more of the details on why you should with the break-even point. Now, like I said before, the break-even point is literally just the total cost minus the total revenue, and it's the cost where you break even, no profit or no loss. Now, everyone's break-even point is going to be different when you're talking about credit cards because everyone has a different type of spending habit. But let's use my easy method just to break things down for you guys. So say I get 4 Chipotle burritos a week. I feel like that's a good number because I'm not eating out every day, but I'm not eating out just once a week. Let's just say 4 Chipotle burritos. Bam. So if I get 4 Chipotle burritos, and guys, burritos around my house is getting inflated. I don't know about you guys, but the price of a Chipotle burrito used to be like $8, $6 back in the day when I was a kid. It's right now $10.25 with guac. So we'll round that Chipotle burrito just to make it easy at $10. So $40 a week. There's 4 weeks in a month and 12 months in a year. And yes, I do need to calculate this. 40 times 4 times 12. So you're roughly coming out to about $1,920 if you just eat out. We're not even talking about spending money on groceries. We're not talking about spending this card anywhere else or even doing the gift card hack. It's literally just eating 4 meals a week using this card. Now, the point guy actually did a great job evaluating this card and figuring out the break-even point after calculating everything. And the break-even point for this card is $1,875 a year. Now, if you just eat 4 burritos a week, and some days you can eat less, some days you can eat more, and that average will still come out to 4, you're still gonna come out on top with this card because you're $100 over that break-even point, and you're gonna be making more money than the rewards coming in. You guys still come out on top with this card. I would not downgrade this card because in my opinion, it really is the best in-between card. Between charge cards, there's literally just the Platinum card, the American Express Gold card, and the Green card. There's nothing after that, and you can't go into other American Express cards with a downgrade path because it's a charge card. But guys, in my opinion, I would not downgrade this card. I would not cancel it. I would just continue to hold it, not only because American Express customer support just continues to perform, but in addition to that, they also keep giving out benefits in their American Express offers tab. Now, I just made a video on the American Express offers tab, but that's also another reason why I would hold this card. Now, I know not everyone got the same benefits that I did, but guys, I got a $10 off a $15 Uber ride coupon. I also got a Starbucks coupon. I got a Allen Edmonds coupon, and these are stores that I frequently go at, and these are services that I frequently use. Now, that makes me more inclined to hold this card. And to sum everything up, you guys, the flex value just makes this card really, really, really good to keep. And if you're someone who's new to the channel, I talk about flex value a lot, and it's a term I kind of just made up when it comes to having credit cards, because when you're coming out with credit cards, there's a certain level of prestige to it that not a lot of people know about unless you actually get one of these cards. So that is definitely a benefit I have to add to this list. Now guys, in my honest opinion, I'm going to be keeping this card until the grave. When I'm dying, I want the little fake gold on it to be peeling off of it, and I want it right on my forehead, right in my coffin. I love this card, and it's literally the best in-between card. You don't have to commit all the way up to a Platinum card where you're paying $450, $500 maybe for the business card and annual fees, but you don't have to pay, you know, $100 for a card that's not going to give you nothing. So I would maybe change this card if the card under this, which is the American Express Green card, actually added more benefits. Now, there are rumors saying that they're going to revamp the American Express Green card like how they have done with the Gold card, but until they really do that, I don't see an option to cancel this card, and I sure as hell don't see an option to downgrade this card either. Now, this really just wraps up the video, you guys. It depends on what your spending habits are and what your break-even point is, but in my opinion, I would just continue to keep this card. Maybe in year 3 or year 4, if something does happen to the Green card, then yeah, do something, you guys, but as of now, just hold it. Now, this is an opinionated channel, if that makes any sense. This is all up to your discretion. If you guys are not going to hold this card, let me know down below on why not, or why you're actually going to let go of this card. If you guys plan on continuing to hold this card, let me know what kind of situation you're in. Do you pay for your family's groceries? Do you just use it to flex on people? Tell me why you guys use this card down below. Now, that's really just the end of the video. If you guys have not yet checked out our Facebook group, make sure you do. And I also have a P.O Box. Guys, drop me some cool stuff. I'm trying to make a cool subscriber fan mail video. If you guys want to, write me a letter. I'm really down to actually read it on this channel. But in other words, you know, just peace and let the flex be with you. Churners Facebook group because you guys, I was able fee every month, so on top of the airline fee credit, they actually provide a $10 a month food credit. Airline fee hack. But the 조용해, 나 비디오해. Now the point, guys, about